So it's really great to see so many people here for what we think is important, and if you're really nerdy, exciting area. You've got 2 for 1 this morning. You've got us talking about what will soon not be Wikivoice, but still is, but briefly, and then data unity. And I think this opening up of all this information that was saying about data and how we use it is really exciting. We started our journey on Wikivoice, what I keep thinking was about a year ago, but probably was close to 4, with some work for the Scottish Government. And that was where the idea of having a database first started, that we could share this information. And we thought, after that, maybe we were too early, maybe we weren't doing it in the right way. We decided to embark on a different path, one which said, actually, we should have an open database. We should move to a space that anyone can have information. And our bit of that is outcomes, that weird word about change, ways of measuring change, the idea that that has a value. Outcomes, indicators, and values was our bit of that. And we said, everyone can add information, anyone, anywhere in the world. That should be mediated. It was much more like the Wikipedia model. And of course, a lot of people at that time said, but that's going to be chaos. People are going to start adding things. I wish for chaos. I hope for chaos. The truth is, we haven't got to that point, and that's our kind of next goal after this relaunch for next year. It's really to have to manage that amount of information where we're starting to see duplication, complexity, and uncertainty. But our first bit hasn't been chaotic, it's just been getting the information out of. And why did we do that? Why do we want to do that? I think there was a bit about information about what changes is vested in the people who experience that, and they have a right to express that, and that to be recognized. And that's about empowerment to some extent, and about building capacity. About co-production, about the idea that these kind of types of information are not set by some academic institution somewhere, and then passed on down to those that have to manage that, or those who experience it. And I think that trying to get that balance between top-down, moving towards some consistency is good, but recognizing the bottom-up chaos, co-production is really important. I'm on the board of a social enterprise, and we use this kind of information internally to day-to-day manage our business, and we need it to be grainy enough what we need. And so I think there's a risk if we don't encourage that bottom-up bit, that we will have too much, this is how we do it, this is what it looks like. So in our model, we are absolutely agnostic about what the outcomes are and what the indicators are. That's up to people to decide what works for them, and then they can work out what tool is best and most effective in measuring it. And long may that last. I think people are going to keep it grainy as we go along. So here we are, about to be launched. Thanks for Nominet support, sharing that vision, because we launched this. I think it cost the first time about £3,000, which is true for how much you can do, but not a lot. But actually, the interface was great, and it was a bit funky, But anyway, the first bit was to get that idea up. So we're rebranding, and we're going to change the name, as you've seen, from the card to the Global Values Exchange. And why global? Well, as a network, we have members in over 40 countries. We have guidance in 5 languages. We have 8 separate national groups, so I think we can reasonably claim the global nationality. And in terms of even our existing side, the access is getting about 10,000 hits a month, I think, for over 100 countries, of which about, I think 40 countries are coming back 10 times a month, so that's quite broad. We have a subcommittee. We have one member of our subcommittee here. Thanks very much for being able to put the time to help guide us. But that has a representative from Australia and a representative from the States. We have data on the site from the States and Canada. Obviously, this has got to go a long way, but the idea should be that this is a global conversation as much as anything else. So that's why it's global. Values. We all talk about creating value, social value, not enough about how much social value is placed on perception, what that really looks like, but this is what it was about. It's about creating value and understanding how much value they're creating. So of all the bits that we talked about, values, outcomes, indicators, or stakeholders, that probably is in the end what it's about. So we said, let's stick with values. And the main way that the world actually represents value at the moment is a market exchange value. Market. And so we said, well, actually, we need to subvert that. We want to think about use value. So exchange is important, but we need to kind of get as much data as we possibly do between that here if we want. But just imagine a world where we have as much data, transactions, flowing liquidity, and use value as we do around exchange value. Rebalancing that would make us do. So exchange. And that's sharing information that people put on the site, take information out of it. We are working together to exchange and learn from that in bottom up. So that's why global practice change. I think before I hand over to Ben, just like to say thank you to Ben as well, who's recently joined us. I think Ben has to take this project and done a fantastic job of getting us over the line. It's still here somewhere. Because H360 are still coming down, we'll join the design side. Hopefully come down. Thank you, Ben, as well. I'll hand over to Ben to show us what it actually looks like. Thank you.